What's up, y'all? Let me tell y'all something. I am living, okay? And I'm living because for those that know me personally, a few years back, I was not living. And y'all will know too, y'all my new family, but I wasn't living. Life, it takes us on this roller coaster sometimes. And this is why when I be so adamant, like, yo, you can do whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, your mistakes don't define you. I say that because I know that. I know that because I did that, okay? So when I say that, know that you're talking to somebody who ain't just speaking for social media. Because I can take social media and I can leave social media. I'm not an influencer. I'm just a me. I'm a regular woman. I'm a typical girl. I'm a typical mom. I'm a typical wife. Listen, that's it. And I just happen to have lived and I've happened to have been through some things. When I say you can do it, you can. Life is good. Life is what you make it. When I started making different choices, life became much better for me. And I'm going to tell y'all my story. One of these days, I'm going to tell y'all my story. Even if I don't get into the whole story yet, because I got to give y'all something to wait for. But I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story. And when you hear, you're going to know exactly why I feel the way I feel. Understand, y'all, anytime y'all ever see me talking about anything or bigging up anything, it's not bragging. What it is being grateful for where I am in comparison to where I was. And I ain't even really got started yet. I'm not ashamed because, like I said, my mistakes don't define me. We went from a space where we was on top, living life. Bought our first house when I was 21. He was 23. Bought our second house when I was 23. He was 25. We was just literally, we was on this ride, right? We was on this high. And then life happened. I got overwhelmed, had some kids, started going through some maybe postpartum depression. Life happened. Things wasn't so great. We lost our jobs, no money coming in. So we literally went from sugar to shit. And I kind of sat in my mess for like 10 years, because when you feel that way and you start to have so many life changes, sometimes it can really affect your mental. So as strong as I wasn't really giving myself time to breathe. I was taking on way too much. So that's why when I say check on your strong people, you got to check on your strong people, because strong people can break too. And when they break, they can break. And it took me 10 years to pick myself back up, be tired of the decisions I was making, how I was living. I knew that there was better in store. I knew that I wasn't meeting my goals. I wasn't operating at my fullest potential. I knew that when I looked in the mirror, I didn't like who I saw. We went from a place where we literally, listen, I ain't gonna even get into it with y'all. Just know, you talking to somebody who I lived it. And when you talk to people who have lived through some stuff, they mean different. It hit different, because I know what I'm saying to be possible. Understand? So a lot of times we on social media, got a lot of people they putting on for the camera. You got a lot of people that all they're worried about and concerned about is getting likes. All they're concerned about is that high that they get because they feel like a little bit of a celebrity because somebody done told them whatever. But mind you, the accolades that they get, and they don't even really deserve. You're not getting them because you earn them, because you actually are living a real life. You're presenting a real life, and that's what people are applauding you for. You're putting out fake stuff. You're having people follow you for fake stuff, things that you don't even really believe or know to be true. I didn't come across people talking about how you should be in a relationship, operate in a relationship, all of this stuff, and then come to find out they going through a divorce. Now, I ain't saying that you can't teach nobody nothing if, you know, your situation hasn't necessarily been successful. But what I am saying is you need to speak on what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here trying to tell everybody you know what you're talking about, but your stuff didn't work. But if anything, operate from a place of, this is what I did. These are the mistakes that I made. My situation didn't work. This is how I'm making it better. If you're going through you know what I'm saying? But don't bring it like, oh, you know everything. You holier than thou. And I ain't know nothing about your divorce. Come on now. So all I'm saying is, be very careful who you listen to. Be very careful what you watch. And understand that whenever you see my face grace this camera screen, it's coming from a genuine place. It's coming from a place of really wanting to see you win. It's coming from a place of, I don't wish you well. I know you're going to do well, because I know that when you want to do something, you do it. I understand that as people, you have all the power within you. Sometimes I get it though. It takes a little bit for you to begin to realize that. But once you realize it, baby, whatever it is, whatever that thing is, it doesn't define you. It doesn't make you, it doesn't shape you, and it doesn't mold you. Because like I said, when I tell y'all my story, sorry y'all, when I tell y'all my story, and when you look at me now, I don't look like what I've been through. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I don't look like what people tried to say I was. I ain't operating like what it used to be. The very same people that tried to down me, clown me, make up stuff, rumors, all of that, the very same people that tried to play my husband, very same people that tried to act like we wasn't it. Listen, those are the very same people in an envious situation. Now understand, I don't want nobody to be envious of me. But my point is, it's funny how the tables turn. And it ain't no different with you. Somebody watching. You keep doing you. Keep doing it for you. Keep being you. If you have somebody to share all these great things with, then honor and value that too. There are just so many awesome things to be grateful for. Anything is possible. So I get excited. When I have an idea, I get excited because I know that when I have an idea, right now, the way our drive is set up, Mr. and Mrs. King, because keep in mind, we do everything together. We are a hell of a team. And that is one thing that we learned. When we was going through it, couldn't figure out our situation and unhappy and still learning and young. Because, you know, again, when you meet somebody when you're 12 years old, you go through the motions a lot. You go through a lot of ups and downs. And it takes a lot of learning, especially when you don't have great role models and stuff. You're trying to do things on your own. But one thing is, we have always been a hell of a team. And now that we're older, we know how to operate in a space where we said that we actually wanted to like each other. We didn't just want to be happy and like each other in public. We wanted to actually like each other. So we do the work so that we can say we like each other, that we want to come home to each other. When you found that, honor it, cherish it, value it. People gonna try to slander it. They're gonna try to tear it down. But get excited. When you and your partner have an idea, get excited, because your idea will go as far as you take it. If it don't go nowhere, it ain't going nowhere because of you. It ain't going nowhere because you decided not to let it. You can do and be whatever you want to be. And the way I feel, if you want it bad enough, it's yours. Ain't nothing that can stop you when you want something bad enough. Trust and believe. So listen, I ain't even mean to be on here this long. What is it, 9-10 minutes? I just wanted to come on quick because, like I said, I was on this little high. I feel like this every day, though. The hopeful, the goals, the knowing, you know, things are going to get great. My arm hurt, y'all. Holding this doggone phone. I'm used to being at home, and I got the holder for me. Like I said, I promise y'all, whenever you see me, I promise to be genuine. I promise to be authentic. I promise that, you know, what you see is what you get. I promise that you don't have to wonder if what I'm telling you is how I really feel. I promise that no matter what happens, it's something that you can believe. When I tell you that you can do it, I'm telling you that because I believe it. When I tell you that you can find love, if that's what you're looking for, all you got to do is do the work. I'm telling you because I know it. I'm telling you, you ain't got to guess, you ain't got to wonder with me. It's so many people out here you got to guess and you got to wonder with. I love y'all as always. Thanks for letting me rant, y'all. I be feeling like I'm really talking to my family here. I don't know if I'm crazy or what, but y'all have a good night. And listen, let's get them dreams popping. And from there, because that's the first step, you got to have the dream, have the thought, have the idea first. And then we get it going from there. All right? I love y'all.